Hey everyone, I chose this week to do my video presentation on the organizational factors to consider before beginning a high school algebra course, distance learning. The one thing that I thought of as I was going through this and I was doing my reading for the week as well is I kind of thought there's basically maybe four things that we could look at. The first thing that I came up with was the platform. We have to figure out what platform are we going to use? How are we going to get our videos out there? How are we going to collect our assignments? How are we going to interact with the students, discussion boards, those types of things? Are we going to use a learning management system? What kind of program or service are we going to use? Also, along with that, will I need any help? What's my budget look like? These things cost money, things like that. The second thing was the expectations. Expectations of me, expectations of the students, the parents, things like that. We have to consider these things. How am I going to interact with the students? How are the students going to interact with me, with each other? How am I going to contact the parents? Do we have deadlines? How do we meet those deadlines? How do we make sure that those things are done? What's my response time going to be if somebody asks me a question? How can students get a hold of me? Can they call me on my cell phone? All these different things we have to think about before we start a distance learning class. The methodology is another thing that I think we need to look at. How am I going to teach? What kind of program am I going to have? Am I going to use scaffolding in my teaching style? Am I going to, how diverse is my audience? What do I need to do? And then the last thing is the legality. What's the cost? Did I collect everything? Who's going to account for the money? Do I have a supervisor? Who's in charge of this thing? Is it just my thing or is somebody else? Do I have people over top of me? And so those are just some things that I came up this week, and hope you enjoyed the video, and I enjoyed learning about these different things this week. Thanks.